Morning folks, Friday morning, yeah it's 10 to 5. Busy day yesterday. Anyway, thank you for your comments and likes. Welcome new subscribers, a few more, much appreciated, help things along. You got your mind going round, trying to overcome a problem. There's some bits turned up yesterday which I've been looking through one of my books. You think it might work. How can I get it to work? So you go to bed thinking, and wake up early thinking. So I've got a plan in my mind. So I'll reveal it all when I get down there. So have a cup of tea, do some paperwork, and then we'll get down there and I'll let you know what the old mind's been working on. So there we're down there. Yeah, we've got all the lights on. So I was trying to come up with a solution for holding the front. Let's move the mirror out of the way. Holding the front of the cab down here. When it turned up, this just had zip ties. The brackets that were there yeah. So racking my brains, looking through my books to find out can I get anything I can make fit on there. Obviously I haven't cut the hole in there because there's a little hook on the front of the frame. So going through my books, I found some of these, like over centre fasteners. So I offered it up and thought, that might work. That would hook nicely onto the hook there to hold it down. But then how do I fix that to that? Don't really want to go drilling holes in anything. And I thought, but I need it set off. So obviously we've got the U-bolt here, both sides, which holds the windscreen to the frame of the cab with two nuts on it. So I go looking through my stores, supplies of materials, thinking I can make use of those two bolts there, or studs. So I come up with that, which I just made this morning. That can be bolted onto there. It'll sit in the middle of that, bolted down, which I can then fix this to that, thus that can be screwed on after I painted this obviously, and then that should do it. All you got to do is put a bolt in there, a little linchpin which will hold excuse me, hold the roof shut. All we do is take the pin out and do it, then you can open the roof up like it's supposed to. Isn't that a good idea? But my God, you rack your brains, but you eventually come up with something like that. So we can give this a bit of a clean up, proper clean up. I think we'll paint it, galv spray it, so it's silver to match that. And then fix them on. So we've got those drilled, self-tap screwed on. Yes, there is a difference in dimensions on that, purely because the brackets on the cab were slightly different to allow it to fit. So we'll go and get one bolted on and make sure it works, as I'm hoping it will. And then we can take it apart and paint it. But I think that's a good solution for a problem that I've been racking my brains about for a long time. Well, it's bolted in place. That'll fit over the little hook. Pull down, lock in. Roof don't go anywhere. I'm happy with that. That is a result. And tell me, does it kind of look out of place or not? Because hopefully it doesn't. At least we've got that secured. So we'll get them painted up and get them both fitted. And say, just put a linch pin in there, or a nut and bolt. Probably a linch pin would be easier because at least you can take it off, undo it, to open the sunshine roof. Ta-da! Bit of galv spray. Get the back side done first. We're going to have a cup of tea, let that dry off, paint the other side. Well, problem solved. Take the clip out, you undo it, and it will open. That is what I call a result. A bit awkward with one hand, but at least the roof is now held down securely on the front. I'll say it doesn't look out of place, but what can you do? Thinking outside the box. Look tidy enough for you all? Hopefully that'll do. Now that'll give this a bit of a steam clean off. Get rid of the grease and grime, ready to start dealing with it. And we got the 595 bits here, which I'll probably fit one of these back on. But I say, waiting for the ejector pump, so giving it a dose of cleaner stuff. Let's get the steam cleaner on a go, make it look a bit cleaner. Could do the apprentice here for doing this job. See, that's getting wet. Anyway, it's looking a bit cleaner. I got rid of all the grease and grime everywhere. We'll see what we're looking at now. Certainly, yeah, a lot better than it was. We got those bits rinsed off so we can get those inside out of the way, ready for another day. Well, we got one bracket lifted into place. And hopefully get the bolts in with the washers and the nuts. There's the other nut gone. They're in there in the top, on the floor. It's on there, and then we got large ones down here. Should it all just line up? Oh, we need to lift it up a little bit. A few more oddsies out the way. Right, get in a hole and start. There we go. Of the old doodah gun and give them always up. Won't tighten them all up just yet because we'll tighten those up first on there. Those tight, nip those up. We can't put the other one on. So we can't do the one on the other side because it'd be in the way for putting the injector pump back on, which is a bit of a bugger. We have dropped the front grille in out the way. We could probably put side panel on here. Just cleaned up. Now we've got the bonnet to steam clean on the inside. So yeah, a bit more on this one. Right, change of plan. We're going to pull this out and clean the front out so we can see what we're doing. So don't get too dirty. Well, don't get dirty. Don't get dirty. At least now we can get the steam cleaner in here, get some of this grease and the grime out, and yeah, see if we can get that out of there. Surprising what a good wash can do. Get all the rubbish out from in there. There's a couple of stones left there. Got most of the grease and grime, not all of it, but a bit better to get to. Flushed out in round there. Hopefully we can get onto these bolts and nuts and try and get them out of that. This should It went in, it should, there we go, that slides out, that's alright. Get that out of the way actually. Get straight onto those bolts, get those undone out the pulley, all being well. Right, let's see if we can get this around this side. See what happens here if we get this released. Oh, that's one. Bonus. Let's try the other one. Oh, what a relief. Hurrah. It's quite clean, not rusty. Oh, he's still tight. A bit rusty. There's the washer. Oh, it's off. Those bushes don't look too bad actually. Clean up and paint up. We'll have a closer look though when they're cleaned up. Belt's definitely had it that side, he's all frayed to pieces. If that one's going to come undone there. Let's try it. What could possibly go wrong? That's only into the shaft. Nah, not moving. That's the result. Woohoo! It's coming apart. Happy with that. We've got the radiator bit out of the front nose cone. We got that bolt undone. That one out. This one undone. But that one don't want to move. The gun won't touch it. So we're going to get the bad boy on there and put some brute force into it. See how strong I'm feeling. Oh, that's tight. Oh, oh, movement. Oh. So wire brush the threads off, put some lubricating jizz on there. Oh. Oh. Apprentice probably look, if she was here, she'd look at it and just give it the look, you know, come undone. But my look doesn't do it, other than oh. Oh. I would have got the gas out, but I've run out. Another job been meaning to do. I think we'll get the gun on that, finish that off with that. Well, we finally got it off. This ain't the way. Yeah, draining the oil out the tank. I don't know how much is in here, whether it's full or not. Doesn't look that dirty, a bit cloudy, but I wouldn't say overly dirty. But this is only the steering oil anyway. Finally got the tank out. Some of the bolts were tight and the nuts on those straps, they were tight, but we cleaned the threads up, bit of lube, they eventually come off, so we can give that a clean up. At least we got the bulk of the rubbish out of the way first off. Give those a steam clean off, and now we got the yellow thing parked in the way. Bit more, yeah, overheating. Anyway, that's looking a bit more, to get to it, we'll give that a wash off where we couldn't get where the oil tank was. Not too bad for this morning. A fair bit of crud coming out of that. Right. 40 years and less than dirt build up. I've just popped into the Boys and Wells to get some more bits and pieces made up, and they've got this lot done up for me. This is the new pins for the pivot steering part on the 1250s, but I've got a 1200 with these in, so we need to set these for a customer, and I've got a spare set in stock. So as that's done, we have, oh, that's the old one, there's some new thrust washers in there, and we have some new front thrust washers for the trunnion. Obviously you can't get the bronzy things anymore, so as I've done before, machine nylon ones. So yeah, that's a good result for Friday afternoon. Morning everyone, Saturday morning. We had some rain last night and it's still wet now. So I'm only going to sort my van out because I've got to go and pick my mum up tomorrow. So it'll be early start, like leaving at 4:15 tomorrow morning. So I don't be hanging around getting stuck in traffic, because it seems to be every day somewhere on the M5 somebody has an accident. So get up and beat the traffic. Anyway, we've had a delivery. Where is it? 3 rolls here. That's some more black perforated fabric for doing the cab linings for these things. So that'll please Maggie and Joe when I take that round for them when they're back next week. So let's go and sort my van out, get that emptied out and checked over. Well, as you recall, a month or two back, the 1200 we finished with the chisel pow got shipped off and taken to Pembroke, where it's been in storage for a few weeks while the customer was away working. That's now been back to Fishguard on the ferry, driven on, and is now back in its hometown in the middle of Ireland. So I gather the customer's happy with what he's seen, but yeah, back on its own home turf now. Righto folks, well that'll do for today. Been doing some running around and other bits and pieces, so not much work done. So yeah, if you like what you see, give us the old thumbs up, click the old subscribe button, be much appreciated, help the channel out. And yeah, early start tomorrow, so yeah, we won't be much tomorrow either. So yeah, back to it on Monday, doing a few bits. I want to get 1200 and 1250 swapped over there to get the 1250 back to the workshop to hopefully start changing that oil pump. So yeah, thanks to the pictures from Mike for his 1200 on the lorry and on the ferry. So yeah, all the best, take it steady, catch you later.